Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday afternoon. Today we're going to be going over to Andrew's house. You saw him a couple of videos ago, and we're going to be taking off his Z51 spoiler and adding a high wing. This won't be a crazy in-depth tutorial. There's tons of them on the internet, but a quick overview and lessons learned and kind of show you how it looks after you do it. His is not the OE version. It's an aftermarket, but it looks identical. And it costs like 1/3 the cost if you're curious. I'll put the link in the description below. And I will be taking his old spoiler. I will be putting the Z51 on my non-Z51 behind me here. So, all right, let me get my little button gear and we'll zoom on over there. All right, today we will be putting a high wing on the back of Andrew's C8 here. We have some of the prep work done. What is there, 16 screws or something like that? 16 screws all up here, and there's one on the other side facing outward, right? This one?
Yeah.
Did you get it? Yeah, you got it.
And they
cool.
all concave around.
Perfect. Yep. And then we got to figure out how to get the 10 millimeter up there, and there's 2 7s in here. So I think we're gonna take the wheel off, but TBD on that. I'll set you up, we'll do a time lapse. Any lessons learned, we'll talk about it at the end. Not too technical, but more of a before and after kind of deal. All right, so we assembled the high wing, not too bad. The only thing is the middle risers on the top, the proprietary bolts it gives you, the hole's too small. So I had to use what, a 9/16 drill, I think it was, to make them a little wider. Other than that, pretty straightforward, and we're ready to go. Also, a Squirrel Cage Garage. He's been helping us out. I appreciate it. This guy needs more following, by the way. He's a really good guy. So now we're going to get the back bumper off, and any hiccups we'll let you know, and we'll get this guy on there. All right, so all the bolts here are removed. 16, well, 18 total with the 2 on the sides here. We got to kind of curl this guy back. There's a couple of screws right here. Bend this guy over. There should be 3 bolts up here, but Andrew was missing. It's 10 millimeters, so up in here, there's 2 7s. Up there, and then way back there, see where that stud is? Right there, a little rest on it. There should be a bolt on that, but both sides were missing the 10 millimeters, which is interesting. So this guy is ready to take off. Get this guy off, we'll time lapse, putting the new one on. This is already built. Hopefully it goes smoothly. We'll let you know. All right, so 6, 12, what is this, total of?
5?
No, it's 6 and 6, and then a handful, 6 more in here. Yeah. Super easy, and now we have access to all the bolts. You have 1 bolt and the 1 nut, and then 1 for each of these on the inside for the middle parts, and then both over there. So here's what I'm talking about. The 10 millimeter inside the trunk here, there should be a 10. It's really hard to get to. Andrew didn't have either one of his installed, which is interesting. But and he's never taken his bumper off, so it's just a factory error. Also, a 23 and up, your ECU is going to be right here, which makes it even more dynamic to get stuff in. But I guess it's for cooling. This used to be in the tunnel area where the transmission was. Don't quote me on that, but it was inside, internally near the transmission. But this is nice. It keeps it nice and cold, I guess if you need it to. And then, yeah, these little guys are a little dynamic. There's 3 total. You just pull back the red part, and you push down the black part right there. It comes out. And this one you take off down this point, not up there by the brown part, but down here. So, all right, so next step is just getting the screws off of this guy. And I think the hardest part's gonna be just getting all the old adhesive off of the car inside of there. So we'll do that real quick. All the bolts are off, all the hardware is off rather to get the wing off, but it's on there just with some 3M tape. So we got some fishing line, and we're gonna use a heat gun to slice through this, give it a quick polishing over, get the new wing on, and do a little time lapse putting it back on the car. All right, so hands down, the hardest part of this project is getting all the adhesive off. I know you're not gonna see it again, it's gonna go back on, but we're trying to clean up as best as possible. But yeah, this is definitely the slowest part of this whole process. Just a heads up. We are ready for the new wing to go on. That was a process, man. So we'll use WD-40 and then tar remover and then alcohol, right? Yeah. It worked fairly well. Looks pretty good. So now I'll do a little time lapse, getting this guy on and this guy back on the car. I'll give you a little final look. All right, getting all the screws back in here. It is kind of awkward. You got to torque it a little bit on the blades here, or the risers, to get it just right. It's not going to fit perfectly, but you got to play with it a little bit. So the total at 6 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6. 2, 6. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. 3 in the middle, and then he's buttoning that up right now. And then we're going back on the car. All right, we're all wrapped up. So we were, that was probably 3.5 hours, but we talked a lot of it. Never done it before. You could probably do this job in just under 2 hours if you've done it before. Not too bad. What would you say the hardest part, getting the adhesive off?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of sucked.
The hardest part was the time.
Yeah, and then we're missing one screw that goes underneath the mud flap underneath. It's a little 7mm. We'll find it. It's always something, you know what I mean? But not too bad of a job. This will look wonky when you're putting it back together, but once you get all the screws inside, it lines up perfectly. But overall, not a terrible job.
Yeah,
And it looks
it's
really
got
cool.
same around the whole trunk.
Correct. Yep. And that's pretty sharp. I like it. Let me zoom out here a little bit. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like his wheels a lot. If I didn't order the upgraded Spectra wheels, these are a really good option. And like last video, it's perfectly flush too with the with the car. This is how the car should have came from the factory, in my opinion. Because like my car is tucked in like 1.5 inches and it's really ugly. But no, that was successful. So when I do mine here in the next couple of weeks, it'll be quick and dirty. Yeah, I'm taking his old wing. I'm gonna put on my car. And yeah, pretty cool. Any final thoughts other than that?
The aftermarket spoiler fit well.
That's right. So he spent 1/4 the cost of the actual GM, and it looks almost.
Anyways, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was a weird time when we got our cars. Everything was on constraint. And it's kind of going back there right now with the strike and everything. And updated my exhaust. I talked to him the other day. They're going to replace it, but it could be another month or 2 or 3, so I'm not in any hurry. I put some lubricant in there and it seemed to solve the issue. All right, this is going to wrap this up. All right, and just like that, we're back. I had little shots going up there too. My phone didn't capture it. It's annoying, but I got some shots coming home at least. And this is the Z51 spoiler that will be going on my car. And again, honestly, the hardest part about that project that you kind of saw us do, which is getting the adhesive off. So I don't got to deal with this going on. Just drilled some holes. I got the little template he gave me as well. Super light. This spoiler maybe weighs. It's hard because it's big, but 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds, super light composite, whatever it is. It's a plastic. No, it should enhance the look of the car, and I do like that it's black, so that'd be good. So yeah, coming on the pipeline, this will be going on the C8. In the meantime, I got to do the rear diffuser on the C5Z, sound deadening inside the C8. We're doing the suspension, spacers, high flow cats, black exhaust tips. And then this guy, and a front splitter, window tint, of course. I still got to source a HUD for this guy for my 1LT. I think it'll work. And we will be doing a home link visor as well. And the list never ends, you know what I mean? But, all right, guys, that's all I have for today. Just a quick little video, nothing too crazy. And I still want to do my little scenic video, hopefully next weekend, if the weather cooperates. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, mark out.